for joining us. As usual, we're broadcasting to you live from TechMac TV. This is your news bulletin, and my name is Rumbidzai Chizarura. And now for the stories making the headlines. Schools without water to remain closed. President Emmerson Mnangagwa has launched a $58 million agriculture facility. And not all visitors will be tested for coronavirus. In our political news, MDC meeting adjourned. And the 2014 MDC structures clarified. And in our technology news, a TikTok gets reprieve until November 12 as judge holds Trump a download ban. We'll also be giving you the COVID-19 update. And now for your stories in detail. Schools without water to remain closed. The government is satisfied with the COVID-19 Standard Operational Procedures SOP, which have been put in place to ensure the safety of pupils after learning resumed on the 28th of September 2020. Addressing reporters during a post-cabinet meeting on Tuesday, the Minister of Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services, Monica Muchangwa, said schools have been linked with health teams and temporary isolation centers have been established at schools for learners requiring health attention and screening.
Cabinet noted that the dissemination of COVID-19 standards operating procedures has laid the foundation for the establishment of sentinel surveillance centers. The centers will assist in monitoring adherence to COVID-19 protocols and promote a safe learning environment. Every school has been linked to a specific health team. This strategy will ensure active rapid response at local level. Designated temporary isolation holding bays have been set up at each school for individuals requiring further health attention after screening. There is also mandatory logging and thermal screening at every school entry and exit point. This is in order to enhance contact tracing and surveillance. Schools that are unable to provide water are being advised that they cannot reopen before the situation is rectified.
And President Emmerson Mnangagwa launches a $58 million agri facility. President Mnangagwa today launched a $58 million mechanization facility from Belarus, while another deal worth $100 million would be signed by year-end. Belarusian Minister of Industry, Mr. Parpal yesterday paid a courtesy call on the President at State House ahead of the commissioning of the facility at the Institute of Agricultural Engineering in Heathcliff, Harare. And not all visitors will be tested for coronavirus. Travelers and visitors to Zimbabwe exhibiting coronavirus symptoms will be tested upon arrival in the country, even if they have a COVID-19 free certificate from their countries of origin. The test will cost $60. This was revealed by Information Minister Monica Muchangwa during a post-cabinet briefing on Tuesday in Harare.
Cabinet wishes to reassure the public that the resumption of international flights and imminent reopening of Victoria Falls International Airport on 1st of October 2020 is well on course, and that the assessments of other major airports has been completed. The Ministry of Health and Childcare has held a special consultative meeting with all key stakeholders in the tourism industry to provide technical guidance on the implementation of standards operating procedures for the reopening of the designated ports of entry. As a measure to guarantee the safety of travelers, Cabinet further resolved that in line with Statutory Instrument 2165 Section 8, which requires travelers showing COVID-19 symptoms, whether or not they have a COVID-19 free certificate, to be tested, and a nominal fee of $60 be levied on travelers tested at ports of entry, and that the proceeds be used to replenish laboratory commodities.
And now in our political news, MDC meeting adjourned. Eric Murai Highfield, Member of Parliament of the MDC Alliance, on Tuesday afternoon addressed journalists on the update of the Harvest House takeover. The building, which is currently being used by the Thokozani Kupe-led MDC after they took over from the MDC alliance led by Advocate Nelson Chamisa, was taken over again by the 2014 MDC youth on Sunday evening, who called for leaders to find common ground. The ZRP has been maintaining order as they continue to call for peace within the in-house MDC family squabbles.
Maitiro Chinja Yesoko Ya toda kutenda ine kuya kwa maita Nzore meeting inorangarire kuti toda kuti ti-unite party yedu tidzorere party payanga iri 2014 kuungana kwataita pano ndekwe ma-structures a2014 zvari ma-structures a2014 toda kuedza kubatanidza party yedu tofamba tiri pamwe chete izvozvo zvazokundikana nhasi tine mapurisa ari pano ataura kuti environment haisi conducive kuti munge muchiungana asi hatina zvimwe zvataunganira kunze kwekuti tinoda kutsvaga peace mupati medu, peace munyika.
And still in the MDC, 2014 MDC structures are clarified. MDC has released their 2014 structures list following the ongoing battle for the Harvest House. The building has been taken over by the 2014 youth of the MDC, who have tried by all means to ensure their stay for the past 3 days as they call upon their leadership to come together and resolve the matters affecting the party. Speaking to TechMac TV in a phone interview, the 2014 MDC youth chairperson Chidziva Bondo had this to say.
The structure of the Youth Assembly for 2014, the National Youth Assembly, was the chairperson is myself, Chidziva, deputy chairperson is Shakespeare Mkoi, secretary is Love Mochinopuza, deputy Chamnurwa Majga, organizer Morgan Ngube, deputy organizer Yvonne Msarurwa, treasurer Etheridge Kureva, deputy treasurer Precious Mfaore, information Brian Due, deputy information Fusimuzi Moyo, secretary for elections Kunashem Chema, secretary for gender Stalile Mulilo. For the main wing for 2014, as you know, it was Morgan Tsvangirai, the president, vice president being Thokozani Kupe, whereby President Morgan Tsvangirai then appointed Advocate Nelson Chamisa and Engineer Elias Mudzuri as vice presidents. And the national chairperson was Love Momoyo, deputy Morgan Komichi, organizer Bedniko Bebe, deputy Amos Chibaya after the death of Tamsang Matlangu, treasurer Teresa Makoni, deputy treasurer Charlton Wende, information Obed Kutu, deputy information Tapita Kumalo, secretary for elections Maurice Zwizwai, youth chair Epmo Chidziva, women chair Lynette Karen. These are the structures for 2014. And for the young people who are gathered at the Harvest House right now, they have the legitimate right to be there because according to the SC judgment, they are the 2014 structures that was given authority to be at Harvest House because they have their right as 2014 structures to correct the past mistakes and move on. So the young people are rightfully in their rights to be at Harvest House.
And in our technology news, a TikTok gets reprieve until November 12 as judge holds Trump download ban. The social media app TikTok won a last-minute reprieve to last until November 12, 2020 on late Sunday as U.S. federal judge halted enforcement of a politically charged ban ordered by the Trump administration on downloads of the popular video app hours before it was set to take effect. A district judge, Carl Nichols, issued a temporary injunction at the request of TikTok, which the White House has called a national security threat stemming from its Chinese parent firms linked to the Beijing government. The Trump administration order had sought to ban new downloads of the app from the midnight of Monday, but would allow but would allow use of TikTok until November 12th, when all usage would be blocked. And now for a COVID-19 update. Zimbabwe has to date recorded 7,837 confirmed coronavirus cases and 228 deaths. That was your news bulletin, and remember to follow us on Twitter, like our Facebook page, subscribe onto our YouTube and Instagram, that is TechMac TV, and join us again tomorrow as we continue to break the news first, to break it fast, and to break it fresh. From the crews behind the scenes and myself, Rumbidaichi Zarura, have a good day.